Now, your forecast first from KARK4, your weather authority.
Well, sunshine returned for just about everybody except central Arkansas today, and unfortunately we're going to keep the clouds around overnight, but it'll be mild for you early morning or late night shoppers. By morning, down to 45 degrees. We have showers in the forecast and much colder weather to end the holiday weekend. KARK4 News at 5 starts now.
Coming up, a Central Arkansas family reunited.
You look good, though, bud. You do, and I'm proud of you. We're extremely proud of you.
KARK and a little technology brings a soldier closer to home for the holidays. Plus, shop till you drop. Hours away from Black Friday, we have a preview of what to expect when you're braving the lines. And in 24 hours, the Hogs will take on LSU for the Battle of the Boot. Tonight, how the Hogs feel about their chances of taking all. It's Thursday, Thanksgiving, November 24th.
Now, from the station you count on. In-depth, investigative coverage of today's biggest stories. This is KARK4 News at 5 in high definition.
Happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bob Clausen. Melissa has the holiday off. On this holiday, so many families cannot be together as their loved ones serve our country overseas. For one Conway family, the day was made a little brighter thanks to a surprise video reunion here at KARK. Our Wendy Suarez has this story on this holiday.
Bob, the Duvall family in Conway was shocked when they got the call to come here to KARK and see their son, a Marine, for the first time in about 6 months. Thanks to a little bit of technology, the family got to spend part of this Thanksgiving reconnecting. Conway native 20-year-old Lance Corporal Shane Duvall is spending this Thanksgiving in the Helmand province of Afghanistan, his first deployment overseas, and the first time he'll be spending the holidays away from parents Melanie and Tony and little sister Ashton here in Arkansas.
It's a big thing. Christmas is too, so not having him there, it's a void.
A void made a little less painful with a trip to KARK Thanksgiving morning.
All right, guys, we're ready.
We brought the family into the KARK4 News control room where Shane was waiting to reconnect live via satellite.
Hey, man, how you doing?
While the family stays connected with email and Facebook, this was the first time they've gotten to really see how Shane is doing.
We're missing you this Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we're not used to you not being here.
Look at the bright side, you'll have more leftovers this time.
The family took the opportunity to get caught up on everything from Dad's hunting, the weather in Afghanistan, and even wedding plans for the Marine. A career in the military was a long-time dream for the 2009 Conway High graduate, even knowing deployments like this one to war zones were likely.
He understood that. He understood the risk involved, but he wanted to serve.
He had Marine posters hanging on his wall since he was really small, so it's something he always wanted to do, so I was okay with it.
And that call to service seems to run in the family. His father has 18 years experience in the Army. Shane now spends most of his time in Afghanistan leading air missions as crew chief on the V-22 Osprey. He says holidays are tough while deployed, but stays focused on the job.
You think about it every now and then, it just kind of brings you down a little bit, but you just do your best to keep on going through the day.
And with this video reunion of sorts, perhaps this day, reminding both Shane and his family just how much they have to be thankful for.
We love you.
Hey, we love you, man. Come home safe.
Hey, I love y'all too.
Lance Corporal Duvall told his family today he should be back on American soil at his base in North Carolina by the end of January. Then he plans to get married to his fiancée Ashley in March. He'll then be deployed 6 months later. Bob, back to you.
All right, Wendy, thanks very much. Also today, just over 50 soldiers returned home. They're now enjoying the holiday with their loved ones in person. 55 service members landed in Little Rock this morning. We caught up with 2 of them who said it's a joy to be back in the natural state. The group just finished up a tour in Afghanistan, providing agricultural assistance and teaching sustainability skills to locals there.
I would like to wish everyone happy Thanksgiving.
And U.S. soldiers based in Iraq and Afghanistan sat down for a traditional Thanksgiving dinner today. The U.S. plans to withdraw the remaining troops from Iraq by the end of the year. Soldiers interviewed during the holiday celebration focused on the positive contributions they say they have made in Iraq and elsewhere overseas, and they are looking forward, of course, to coming home.
This is awesome to be here for Thanksgiving with all the troops. We just finished serving pretty much half the whole base out there for a Thanksgiving meal, and it's been a great mission. It's been a great tour, but it's time to go home.
Troops serving at Bagram Airfield in Afghanistan also enjoyed a Thanksgiving meal. Their tour of duty is set to continue, and soldiers said that they were proud to serve their country in Afghanistan. Well, despite paying more for gasoline and airfare, Americans are traveling in pre-recession numbers this Thanksgiving, but some travelers tell us they're willing to pay a premium to make special plans. KRK4's Adam Rodriguez spent today at Little Rock National, joining us now with more on what's been going on out there. Hey, Adam.
Yeah, Bob, the price of gas and airfare is actually up 20% over last year. Even train tickets are more expensive. We talked to some holiday travelers, though, about their plans today.
To see Sid and Rosie Wilson at the airport, you'd think they're traveling to see grandkids this Thanksgiving. Nope.
We're going to Rome, from which we'll be taking a cruise.
But your kids they're going to be okay while you're gone?
Oh, hell, they're all raised now. They better take care of themselves.
Peyton Smith is looking sharp. Maybe he's flying out to meet the parents.
We're going down to New Orleans for the football game, Baton Rouge.
You say we, you're talking about like girlfriends, wives, families?
Me and 15 guys, yeah. We're going down there for a bachelor party, actually, yeah.
Well, at least one family's looking forward to a traditional Thanksgiving.
This is my brother, and my son's coming in from Colorado.
Robin Laskowski's planning to spend some time with the family.
Just being together, you know, being with family that we haven't seen in a while.
I'm excited to see my family and eat food and watch football.
AAA says 45 million people will travel this Thanksgiving on planes, trains, and automobiles. It's the biggest holiday exodus since the financial meltdown in 2008. Snow and rain conspired to snag East Coast travelers earlier this week, but today's weather has been pretty good. Now that everybody's in town, it's time to celebrate. Whether it's home, Rome,
We'll arrive in Rome tomorrow afternoon, Rome time at 4:15 in the afternoon.
or alone with 14 of your best friends.
Your fiancé isn't worried about this trip, is she?
Yes. A little bit.
Reason to be?
No. But 15 guys going down there and have a good time in Baton Rouge. She's a little stressed out.
Yeah, that was the groom, Shannon. He says, of course, all is fair in love and war. His fiancée went to Las Vegas for her bachelorette party, so Baton Rouge maybe not so bad. Now, you'd think yesterday was the busiest travel day of the weekend, but according to surveys, it's actually today, Thanksgiving. Bob, back to you.
All right, Adam, thanks very much. And during the day on Thanksgiving, most folks worry about the turkey and the stuffing, or dressing, however, which way you put it. Now, many minds are turning to stuffing shopping carts with Black Friday deals. KRK4's Marcy Manley following Black Friday rush out there. She's joining us live now from Best Buy in West Little Rock with more. And Marcy, the stores aren't open yet, but people are already out there. Thanksgiving is history.
Oh, that's absolutely right, Bob. And they're not open yet, and people have already been out here, are out here right now. They've been here, some of them, since yesterday. Some people actually slept here in these chairs and on the ground. As you can see right here, one shopper, Black Frenzy guy, I'm afraid to wake him up, but he looks rather comfortable. He spent the night here. All of these people did. They're telling me that this table right here, this is first class, people who actually spent the night to get in the line for these Black Friday deals. And they're telling me that there are serious deals to be had and that you have to be dedicated if you really want to save some bucks when it comes to doing your Christmas shopping. A lot of these people have been doing this for over a decade, believe it or not. They come out here, they set up in line to get what they need, what they want to make their Christmas a happy experience. And I got to tell you, they're really nice too. I have this honorary Black Friday shopper chair, so I get to hang out with all of the people who are so dedicated. And now, having been an honorary Black Friday shopper, I'm going to tell you at 6 what the hottest items are for this season. Bob, back to you.
All right, Marcy, thanks very much. You know, that's just much of a tradition for a lot of folks, as is the turkey. We'll see you at 6 o'clock. Well, in less than 24 hours, the Hogs get ready to take on LSU. It is a big game, if not the biggest game so far. Aaron Peters has the latest for us tonight from Baton Rouge.
Well, happy Thanksgiving as we come into you from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yeah, that's how they say it down here. In fact, speaking of Thanksgiving, they do Turkey Day a little bit different down here in Creole country, and we're going to talk about that coming up. But first, we found a bunch of LSU fans that, after years of dominating Arkansas, the Hogs have been beating them the last several years, and that has earned the Razorbacks some respect.
I think they're pretty scary. They're pretty scary. I think that's going to be a good game. I don't think we're going to have a lot of problem with them, but we're going to definitely have to show up and play ball.
Arkansas always seems to know how to have our number. You know, we've kind of gotten Alabama's number in the last several years. We're going to change that today. we're prepared.
We're afraid of Arkansas, but I think they can win. I mean, Alabama was a big game, and you know, I think they've probably got them favored too high, 14 points. But I think it's gonna be a tough game. I thought Alabama was a big game. This is probably a bigger game where we are now. So this is huge.
What's your prediction on the game tomorrow?
I think LSU, but it's either going to be a real blowout on the LSU side or it's going to be a tight game. If it comes down to a field goal, LSU's got a tough one in that Australian man.
Right now, LSU between 12 and 14-point favorites over Arkansas in tomorrow's game. Back to the Creole Thanksgiving. How about a little oyster dressing or crawfish stuffing or my favorite seafood turkey gumbo? It's not my mama's cooking, but we're going to be full here in Baton Rouge. We'll have much more coverage for you coming up at 6 o'clock. Right now, let's head back to you.
All right, Aaron, thanks very much. Still ahead, serving her community and making a difference. A little later in the broadcast, we'll introduce you to our first Community Service Awards finalist.
And clouds in Little Rock hanging tough for much of the day today. Also help keep those temperatures from changing too much. 53 the high in Little Rock today, 50 the low. Take a look outside right now. It's going to stay cloudy overnight, but some sunshine in the forecast tomorrow. The details are coming up.
This is KARK 4 News at 5 in high definition with Melissa Seamus, Bob Clausen, and Chief Meteorologist Keith Monahan.